Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming tonight. On behalf of AgResearch, can I give you a very warm welcome to this evening's seminar entitled Capitalising on Clover. I don't need to tell any of you that agriculture is facing a period of challenge and change. In recent months, fertiliser prices have more than tripled and feed prices have more than doubled. Energy costs have also risen considerably. Agriculture is also under pressure to reduce its carbon footprint and improve water quality and biodiversity. In addition, the recent changes in the climate with increasing weather events is apparent for all of us to see. And this rather chaotic graph shows the growth of the grass check plots at Hillsborough and Greenmount over the last 6 years. One really has to ask the question, is there such thing as a normal grass year anymore? This evening's event is entitled Capitalising on Clover. Clover is currently an underappreciated and underutilised plant. Why is this the case? Most farmers have built up a dependence, some might say an addiction, on the use of manufactured fertiliser, and for very understandable reasons. For many years, manufactured fertiliser was freely available and offered a cheap and reliable and dependable way to grow grass. As a result, the clover management skills possessed by the previous generations have been lost. Despite repeated evidence that clover can grow good yields of high-quality forage, adoption remains low, and many farmers are convinced that they cannot grow clover on their farms. Indeed, our previous attempts to establish fertiliser on my own farm have largely come to naught. However, as is usually the case, this is the fault of the farmer and not the farm. Previous generations on my farm successfully grew clover for many years. Here is an invoice for grass seed bought by my great-grandfather in 1932. As you can see, it has a mixture of 4 grasses and 4 clovers, namely red clover, Alsike clover, wild white, also known as Kentish clover, and white clover. So why capitalise on clover? It has the potential to reduce costs. Red clover offers the potential to grow more protein at home. It will help improve soil health and biodiversity and lower your carbon footprint through lower emissions of N2O and improved carbon sequestration. Interest in clover is growing. In our recent Rising Costs Autumn survey, over 60% of the farmers expressed an interest in establishing clover. In recognition of this appetite, AgResearch has organised this evening's webinar. We have 2 excellent speakers this evening who bring a wealth of knowledge on the subject, Dr. James Humphreys and Dr. Liz Jennifer. They will be joined at the panel discussion by Dr. David Patterson, grassland agronomist at AFBI Hillsborough, and we'll keep all questions until the panel discussion. So the first speaker is Dr. James Humphreys. James leads research at Chuggas's Solihead Dairy Research Farm. The soils on Solihead Farm are heavy and comparable to those found in much of Northern Ireland, and the research on the farm is focused on white and red clover. So my great appreciation to James. He's travelled 5 hours on a dark December day to travel up here, and it's with great pleasure that I invite him up here to give his talk.